A cold front brought in a change of weather on Sunday, bringing in cloudy, wet and cool weather over the western part of the country. On our satellite, you'll see that band of cloud is already along the east coast on Monday afternoon, bringing in mostly cloudy conditions and some rainfall for KwaZulu-Natal and leaving behind cold weather over the western part of the country. Now, behind that cold front, a ridging high starts to push in moisture and cooler weather over the eastern part of the country, resulting in overcast conditions and the possibility of light rainfall over parts of KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga and Limpopo on Tuesday, as well as a cooler day in the northeast. We're expecting a partly cloudy and dry day along the western and eastern Cape Coast, with a few thundershowers forming along the west coast, as well as over the central interior. For tonight, though, we're expecting up to a 40% chance of rainfall along the eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal coast, with up to a 40% chance of light rain or drizzle along the eastern escarpment. In Cape Town, things also remain dry for tonight, with a chilly night in store and a minimum of 8 degrees, with a light to moderate southeasterly wind. Then a light easterly wind starts off for Tuesday, with berg wind conditions resulting in a high of 28 degrees with a partly cloudy day forecast. It's been a windy afternoon along the east coast as well as in the southwest, but with those winds starting to die down overnight. And then on Tuesday, you'll start to see the circulation following that of the ridging high over the northeastern part of the country, with the northeasterly wind picking up along the eastern Cape Coast in the afternoon, with a fresh northerly wind expected over the western interior. Overnight, we're forecasting a minimum of -2 degrees for Sutherland, 5 for De Aar, 9 degrees for Bloemfontein, 11 as we head into Pretoria and Mahikeng, 12 for Bombela, Port Elizabeth and East London, with a minimum of 6 degrees for George, and Cape Town and Johannesburg dropping to 8 degrees overnight. It's still a beautiful afternoon in Vredendal, though, with a high of 34, 30 degrees for Uppington, and in the mid-20s over the central part of the country, with quite a cool day along the Eastern Cape and KwaZulu-Natal coast, all in the low 20s, 19 degrees for Johannesburg, with Pretoria and Mahikeng both expecting a maximum of 22 degrees. On Wednesday, we're expecting thundershowers to extend from the northern Cape through to the south coast, partly cloudy and mild for Gauteng, with daytime highs slowly warming up over the eastern part of South Africa as we head into Thursday, with thundershowers expected from Uppington and Kimberley all the way through to the south coast, and a cold front bringing in rainy and cold weather for Cape Town at 19 degrees. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Stay with us for further updates.
Know more about your world.
eNCA.com